Al-Biruni. You heard this name? Please, who was that?
305 minutes
Who was he? Okay, ma'am. Sorry? Correct. Beside that, another introduction.
ये रिकॉर्ड तो हो ही रहा होगा ना.
Okay. He came from Arab countries. Which country? Arab is a बहुत सारी countries है. Okay, you can search on the Google. You can search on the Google. I will type in front of you. कहाँ से? Arab country on which country? Okay, Uzbekistan. Okay, but he was the first person. He introduced science and technology in Indian education system. Later on, 13th and 14th century, Muslim entered and opened maktab and madrasa. What do you mean by maktab? Maktab सुना है किसी ने? It's for GK question also. Maktab is an elementary school for the Muslims. Muslim ने क्या किया? हमारी उनकी खुद की religious schools open करी, and that first is known as maktab, that's a school, and madrasa for the higher education. जो भी higher education institute थे उनको उन्होंने क्या कहा? Madrasa. That you should have to be aware. In this line, science, grammar, mathematics, and philosophy were the subjects. Till 18th century, it was saying British entry, and they introduced English Education Act in 1835. This is a drastic change. यहाँ पर education system हमारा पूरा बिगड़ गया, पूरा के पूरा बिगड़ गया. Initially, you know the Gurukuls में we know that the Gurus were giving problem to the students to answer the questions. Just take the example. Guru Drona was there. Okay, those Pandavas को education system दिया जाता था, then Guru Drona told all the Pandavas, there is a tree, you find out your aim. Someone told you guys, just remember it, I can saw the apple on that, yeah, mango on that. Someone say I can see the whole tree. Someone told I can see the bird is there. Someone told Arjuna told I can see the bird's eye. As per that, Guruji was selecting the interest of the student. But now what is that? This system has been changed. This system has been changed. What they told only you have to give the problem, and beside that you give the answer of that questions also. That still we are doing, isn't it? हम क्या करते हैं? हम कोई भी क्लास के अंदर, especially in the elementary classes or PRT teachers, what they are doing? They are giving the questions and answers they are dictating in the classroom, isn't it? That is not correct. That is not correct. So that who has given us this English Education Act 1835? They make us spoon feeder so that innovation, creativity would not be developed in the students. What we have to do? We have to just go for the innovation, creativity, collaboration learning, experiential learning. That we'll learn in the NEP 2020. Why English has introduced this one? Why Britishers have introduced this one? Because they want clerks. They want clerks. They don't want skilled person in the India. Why? Because officers were coming from the British. They need soldiers. Yes, sir. यहाँ चले जाओगे? Yes, sir. बैठ जाओगे? Yes, sir. उठ जाओगे? Yes, sir. पहाड़ पर चढ़ जाओगे? Yes, sir. You will fire? Yes, sir. You will do this? Yes, sir. That's all. It means whatsoever officers will say, Britishers will say, they have to be follow. That's why it has been given no skilled person was required in the English Education Act 1835. But we learn that there's one interesting thing, or one most important thing has been come, scenario has been changed, and it has been, they have introduced girls education. It means after this act, girl entered in the education system. इससे पहले there was no education for the girls. देख लो गुरु द्रोण, उस टाइम पे चाणक्य, उस टाइम पे कोई भी girl teacher, girl student was not there. Why? Because they were not introduced, they were not interested about the girls education. Now Indian education system after independence, there's not much more change. After independence or till 1947, there were no big change were there. Why? What is the reason behind it? Because whatsoever they have given to us, still we are following it. We are not doing any innovation task. Still, I can ask you anyone, then you will also reply. Same thing we are doing in the classroom. We are giving questions and we are dictating the answers. Correct? Yes or no? Till class 8 तो हम यही करते हैं. 9th 11th 9th 10th 11th 12th what we are doing? They are going for the tuitions. They are going for the coaching classes. Whatsoever teacher is teaching, the same way they are learning. I can take the example of my son. My son is in class 12th. He is preparing for the NDA examination. Beside that, he is in science. He is a science student. I told him कि बेटा just go for the tuitions. So what he is telling कि पापा मुझे ट्यूशन पे रटना समझ में नहीं आता. I will learn by my own and I will understand by my own. Then I'll give the answers. मैंने कहा that way you will not get your aim. That way you will not able to clear the NDA examination. It will take time. Might be chance 2 year, 3 year. So he told me कि पापा no problem. No problem, but I would be happy by learning by myself. But in the education system, we have to be maintain the aura. For that, what we are doing, we are making them clerks. We are not making them the innovators. We are not making them entrepreneurs. We are not making them scientists. Scientific time पर कुछ भी चेक नहीं करते हम. कुछ भी चेक नहीं करते. You ask yourself, मैं कोई स्पीच नहीं दे रहा. Being as a teacher, you can feel so that I am also teacher and you are also teacher. क्या हम करते हैं? किसी स्टूडेंट को हम क्वेश्चन दे दिया and we are asking them, okay, give the answers in your own words. No. अगर कोई अच्छा लड़का है लड़की होगी क्लास में, then we are telling them, okay, Shruti, you just give me your answer. You share your answer with everyone. Why we are not asking to the backbenchers? They are creating the history. Modi ji is there, he's a backbenchers. So many backbenchers were there. They are also creating the history, but we are not emphasizing on that. We are just leaving them. चलो ठीक है. Why? Because we are thinking that it is a only 40 minutes period or 1 hour period is there. We have to be spend it. That's all. But I think so. We are not justifying our duties. We are not doing our duties loyally. Sir, please. Okay. What is teaching? Teaching is passion. Okay. Anything else? Only passion. Continuous learning. Okay. Ma'am, please be seated. Okay. Okay. How many of you feel so that teaching is a passion for me? Passion for yourself? By virtue you are coming, or by, okay, let it be, by choice or by forcefully you are in this profession? By choice. How many of you are both from by choice? Okay, maximum of you. I am not by choice. Believe me, I have tried for the defense, medically unfit, that's why I am here. But my first priority was defense. Okay. So for that, I just remember one person is there in our Sainik school. He was a, or he is a, we can say, he is an Air Vice Marshal in Air Force in New Delhi. He said me 3 things in my life that I always be remember. He said 3 things to everyone, but I always be remember, and I would like to share it with you. Please listen carefully. There are 100 ways. There are 100 ways to say no. There is only one way to say yes. It is you only. First point, he told me. Second, Vijay, we have not called you for the job. We have not called you for the job. You have come by your own wish. If you are here, be honest, be loyal, serve 100%. Don't criticize institute. Don't criticize student. Agreed? First one क्या था? 100 ways to say no. और बात सही भी है. बहुत सारे हम एक्सक्यूज ढूंढ लेंगे. अगर हमें कहीं फरलो लेना है, हमें छुट्टी चाहिए, तो हम प्रिंसिपल या कोऑर्डिनेटर को कहेंगे मैम दिस वे डेट वे वी विल अरेंज. बट हम क्लासरूम में जाते हैं तब हमारे पास 10 वर्क्स वुड बी देयर. बट व्हाट यू हैव टू डू? You have to be pay attention towards your class only. Pay 100% to your job. First thing. Second thing that I told you, that is be honest. We have not called you for the job. You have come by your own choice or wish. If you are here, serve 100%, otherwise leave this job without saying if and but. Third one, after this end of this PPT, I will tell you. That is linked with this. Teaching is, someone said, job, someone said business, someone said livelihood, process of awarding a degree, but I can say no. Teaching is not like that. Teaching is a worship. Okay, I agree that we are getting salary from that, but teaching is a worship. We have seen, just I take my example. My son could not clear the ND examination, but because of to my service, 45 people are there in the Indian Defense Forces that they become officers. It means what I have done it. I have earned rupees? No. Simple salary is there. But because of to this worship, because of to my dedication, that my students are in the Indian Defense Forces. So it means teaching, we can say it is a worship, or we can say it is a transform people's society, country and world. Agreed? ये बहुत मुश्किल है, समझना पड़ेगा कि हमें वी आर डूइंग द वर्शिप. अभी किसी का सुना है टीचर का, टीचर्स इन्वॉल्व इन द करप्शन? प्रिंसिपल सुना होगा, पॉलिटिशियन सुना होगा, मैनेजमेंट सुना होगा, या कोई ऑफिसर सुना होगा, बट टीचर नेवर एवर इन एनी करप्शन, नेवर एवर. मैंने तो नहीं सुना कभी तक. एक मूवी में जरूर देखा था. कौन सी मूवी थी? जिस I forgot that movie name, but in movie was there. Sorry, Chalk and Duster. उसमें करप्शन तो नहीं था, इन्वॉल्व नहीं था. इट वॉज अ गुड थिंग. राज कपूर्स मूवी वॉज देयर. ओके, लीव इट, नो प्रॉब्लम. ओके, इन दैट आई सीन, बट इट वॉज इन द मूवी, नॉट इन रियल लाइफ. रियल लाइफ में कोई टीचर के पास कोई कुछ भी नहीं है फाइनेंशियली. ही विल नेवर एवर इन्वॉल्व इन द करप्शन. टीचर्स इज ओनली टीचिंग, एंड टीचिंग इज अ वर्शिप. तो थोड़ा हमें सोचना पड़ेगा बीइंग एज अ टीचर. बिलीव मी, अभी तो हम बहुत कुछ सोच लेंगे. अभी जो training hours is there, that time we'll say yes, 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 but then after, as and when you leave this room, you will forget all the things. That is not good. If you'll do your work judicially, 100% loyal, then 100% your kids, your family will be blessed. Believe me, I am here because of that only. मैं जब क्लासरूम में जाता हूँ, मैं अब तारीफ नहीं कर रहा, ऐसा आपको भी करना है. If you don't want to teach, leave it. Whosoever it is coming, believe me, whosoever it is coming, your coordinator, your principal, tell them, I am not in the mood. But it should be not always be. Somehow it would be accepted, but maximum time you should be in that mode that you have to give your 100% to the students. Then it would be good. One interview was there of the one SSB aspirant, and he asked me, he asked principal, ki sir, this school is good, and he said so many things, good things about the school, Sainik school. That principal asked, who is your favorite teacher? Who is your favorite teacher? So he had given me my name. Then that vice principal was there. He asked me, how you could be a best for one student? I told sir, मैं ऐसा कुछ काम नहीं करता he feels so I would be a best for him. For me, all are equal, all are good. No one is like that. But in my eyesight, everyone is a best. Whosoever is sitting at the back, whosoever is sitting at the front. I request you, you also eat same way in your classroom. Indian education system, 1947, British education system, I told you, still we are following it. First NEP had entered in 1968, then 1976. Actually, problem was that as and when national word has come, it means it is a center responsibility. Agreed? Rashtriya. Who said Rashtriya? Correct. Rashtriya Shiksha Niti. तो राष्ट्रीय शिक्षा नीति का मतलब क्या होता है? राष्ट्र इट मीन्स इट इज सेंटर्स रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी. जब देखा फर्स्ट एनईपी हैज बीन लॉन्च और इंट्रोड्यूस, देन स्टेट्स वर देयर, सीएम वर देयर, दे वर टोल्ड वी विल नॉट फॉलो इट, वी विल डू आवर ओन एजुकेशन सिस्टम. तो दे हैव नॉट एग्रीड विद द सेंटर्स रूल. तो एक थोड़ा सा चेंज ला दिया. इन 1976 सेंट्रल एंड स्टेट आर इक्वली रिस्पॉन्सिबल टू इम्प्लीमेंट द पॉलिसी. बेस्ड उसमें यही था. Next, second NEP has been introduced in 1986. Then after 2009, there's a change right to education, compulsory for each and every students from age of 6 to 14. हम किसी को उसमें fail नहीं कर सकते, लेकिन now it has been changed. You can, but for that, what you have to do? First, if that student is in the grace marks, first you have to, with the concurrence of your principal, you have to give him or her grace marks. Even though he or she is not in the grace mark area, then what you have to do? You have to go for the retest. We can say supplementary exam, we can say continuation exam is there. Even though he or she could not be get the passing marks, then you have to be, or you can give him fail or her fail, otherwise you cannot. Understood? पहले 6 to 14 तक ये RT कंपलसरी था. विद दिस एंड दैट एक्ट वी आर गिविंग द पासिंग मार्क्स, बट नाउ गवर्नमेंट हैज सेड कि इसको फॉलो नहीं करना है. बट फॉर दैट 2 parameters you have to be follow. If your student is in the grace marks, coming in the 5 or 7 grace marks, with the help of principal's concurrence, you have to be giving her grace marks and just promote for the next class. फिर भी grace marks criteria में नहीं है, then what you have to do? रीटेस्ट. रीटेस्ट लेना है. रीटेस्ट के बाद भी अगर पास फेल जो भी क्राइटेरिया आता है, देन यू कैन फेल. अंडरस्टूड? नाउ नेक्स्ट इज 2020 थर्ड NEP. एवरीवन नोज अबाउट द 5334 ग्रेजुएशन प्लस PG प्लस PhD is there. So that is complete outline of and this NEP 2020 is the third NEP. Shall we go for next? This is the basic pillar. You can say, I feel so maximum of us we have come from this. Correct? 10 plus 2. But scene has been changed. New pedagogical and curriculum structure. There are the foundation stage, preparatory stage, middle and secondary. 5 years. You can see 3 plus 2. 5. I can show it again. 5, 3, 3, 4. Correct? Agreed? ये एजुकेशन सिस्टम है NEP का. इसमें हम देखते हैं 5, 3 plus 2, 5, 3, 3 and 4. Means it follows here. अब जो initially 5 years हैं, initially 5 years, what we have to do in this? Now see, 3 years आंगनवाड़ी, preschool, बाल वाटिका at the age of 3 to 6. Okay, I just would like to share one story with you. In my own life it would be better. When my son was there, so I was telling him, just chalo school chalte hain. I just told him at the age of 3 or 2 and a half, I will drop you at the school, but he was crying. ठीक है, वो रो रहा था और वो उसने पूछा मैंने कि भाई तू रो क्यों रहा है? He was not interested to go school at any cost. Beside that, one butcher was there. He was also taking the goat. बकरी को ले जा रहा था to a place. So he asked me, my son asked me, पापा ये क्यों रो रही है? बकरी क्यों रो रही है? मैंने कहा यार रो रही है ऐसे, उसको जबरदस्ती लेके जा रहा है. तो he was asked me, पापा स्कूल तो नहीं जा रही? See the condition, see the pressure of the student, pressure of son, anything. You can take it. How much pressure of the school is there? Same way आज भी pressure है. आज भी pressure है. जब भी हम किसी बच्चे को स्कूल भेजते हैं, वो बहुत pressure में जाता है. My son was there at the age of T. He could not be able to speak a word outside. But what I told, before 6 months, I told him, बेटा स्कूल जाते हैं, खाना मिलता है, अच्छा खेलने मिलता है, फ्री रहते हैं, कोई डांटता नहीं है, माँ मैम होती हैं, अच्छा होता है. And one first day of his school, he was not crying over there. But what I told him from before 6 months, बहुत अच्छा होता है, खाना मिलता है, खेलने को मिलता है, बहुत अच्छा था. But what students want would like to be play in the early age, isn't it? जैसे मैं मेरा एग्जांपल लेता हूँ. I came from the rural background. I'm not urban. Okay, at my place we were playing so many games. राजा रानी का गेम खेला करते थे. माचिस की डिब्बी होती थी, उसको निकाल देते थे. We are playing or using as a play card. Correct? Game stones जो अंटियों वाला गेम होता था, लंगड़ी टांग जैसा गेम होता था, वैसा खेला करते थे. Isn't it, sir? और बहुत सारे गेम होंगे, हरियाणा के अलग गेम होंगे, और ऐसे स्टोरी वाला गेम, हाइड एंड सीक गेम खेला करते थे. वर हैप्पी. that time that games were there. What NEP says, let's introduce that games in the school, so that as and when the student would like to become in the school, they feel happy instead of phobia or pressure. तो इनिशियल फेज के अंदर जो 3 साल हैं, तो आंगनवाड़ी, प्री स्कूल, बाल वाटिका को दे रखे, सो दैट टीचर्स हैव टू एकोमोडेट विद स्टूडेंट्स. they have make a such condition that students feel happy in the school. No exam. Can you believe this? In this foundation stage, 3+2, no exams are there. Nothing. वो सिर्फ बैग लेके आएगा. Girl would be there, will come with the bag and they will enjoy. Bag भी नहीं होगा, अगर नहीं चाहिए तो school will make that condition. There is no bag. Only they will come the school and they will enjoy their life. Why? Because we are accommodating them to join these schools. That is the ultimate aim of the NEP initial 5 years. Subjects जो होंगे that will discuss later on. And after is a 3-year class 3 to 5. Now exam has been started. यानी यहाँ teachers की responsibility बहुत ज़्यादा है. Teachers are the main pillars. Without teachers, cannot be possible that NEP would be implemented. NEP is a one, we can say that is a new education policy is there. Okay, it is a fun policy in which India has covered all the districts. India has taken, or whatever policy makers were there, they have taken all the suggestions from the India, all Panchayat Samiti, all teachers, all principals, whatsoever suggestions had been given by them, the government has accepted positively, and that all the points have been included in this NEP. So I request, it is our responsibility to accept it. हम जैसा चश्मा पहनेंगे वैसा हमें दिखाई देगा. If you will wear goggles, you would like to see green things, then you can see NEP is a good. If you think you have wear the goggles, no, yeah, NEP is not good. Yeah, I can see the very negative things are there. Okay, I agree. It's negative points also there, but always be positive in your life, so we can accept it. Okay. Next one, age criteria. Nursery at the age of 3. Plus 1 year up and down would be there. कभी कभार क्या होगा? If principal are known, then we can request, is 2.5 years there of my son and daughter, please admit. It will be possible. But what government has given the age? Nursery, yes. And after nursery, 4, KG, 5, first 6 and class 7 years. Agreed? अब हुआ क्या? Where we are initial 5 years. 5 years of education. NEP first 5 years. पहले 5 साल foundation stage. पहले 5 साल education criteria is this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. हो गया 5. It means foundation age is completed. बाल वाटिका, आंगनवाड़ी, school that we are done. Shall we go for next one? इनमें क्या सब्जेक्ट पढ़ना है, कैसे पढ़ना है, that will discuss later on. First we'll discuss, we'll understood 5, 3, 3, 4. As on 1st of April, the age of your student should be 3 years. Next, focus on competency-based education. There is a video. Can we play it? Okay, leave it. Afterwards, we'll do it. Foundation stage 0 to 8. Now it has come. Care at home. Initially, it is there at your home 0 to 3. Yes or no? बच्चा पैदा हुआ है 3 साल तक तो आपके साथ, आप बच्चा आपके घर पे है, isn't it? उस टाइम पे आपको क्या करना क्या है? Major focus on health, safety and security, nutrition, psychosocial stimulation, interaction, playing, moving, music, and optimum development of performance. That you have to be teach. That you have to be inculcate in your at your home. Then at the age of 3rd, it will come to the school. अब school में क्या करना है? Whosoever teachers are there at the Bal Vatika, Anganwadi, what you have to do? Major focus on health, safety, security, early childhood education, play-based learning, experience, emergent literacy, and numeracy skills. That you have to develop in your students. कहीं एग्जाम नहीं लेना है, सिर्फ आपको खेल के साथ साथ इनको सिखाना है, या फिर हम कहें खेल खेल सिखाना है इन्हें. Understood? Don't wait for any exam, no annual exam, no semester, no class test, nothing is there. But it's your responsibility to teach them this or to cover these parameters. 2, 6. नहीं समझ में आया? Understood? Okay. Now 6 to 8. Now institutional setting means we have come here 5. It is 0. Okay. 5. Then 3. अब इस 3 में क्या करना है? Now it has been the examination. इस टीचर की बहुत बड़ी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी है. He is making the pillars. He is the base of the any cadet, any student. If he or she is doing good job, then the student can excel in his or her life. ऐसे भी कहा जाता है at the age of 3 or we can extend it 4 or 5, 80% brain of any student has been developed. बाकी तो सब हम सिर्फ चेंज ला रहे हैं. बाकी तो हमारा जो ब्रेन था, दिमाग बना था, पॉजिटिव नेगेटिव जैसा भी था, that it has been done at the age of 2 to 5. 80% ब्रेन डेवलप हो जाता है at the age of 3 to 5. Now institutional setting, primary schools are there developing foundation, literacy and numeracy, 2 language introduce. यहाँ पर बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट चीज़ है, 2 language introduce. कहीं पर भी नहीं लिखा है कि कौन सी भाई हाँ तो बोल दे कि भाई मेरे से गड़बड़ हो रही है, ठीक है ना? ओके. तो इट मीन्स अगर हरियाणवी में पढ़ाना है स्कूल कैन नॉट डिनाई, इंग्लिश में पढ़ाना है स्कूल कैन नॉट डिनाई. Okay, sorry. Whatsoever regional language is there, tribal language, English, Hindi, Haryanvi, anything, national language you can follow. In that language you have to be teach your students. It means यहाँ कोई भी जरूरी नहीं है. Any language you can teach. But sorry, here 3 to 6. In that 2 language introduce. Any 2 language you can introduce, Hindi or English or any language you can introduce. Okay. Now preparatory stage, that is again 3 years. Your student is in class 3, 4 and 5. What you have to do? 2 language within language education 1 and 2. Now class 4 mathematics, art education, physical education, the world around us, interdisciplinary area of study, and class 5th EWAU, the same thing, world around us and the pre-vocational skills are included along with the basic science as well as social science. Slowly, gradually subject entered as per the NEP. एक साथ कोई subject नहीं है. Just what is the present era?
In class 5th, we are giving them the science math. Class 4 science math. 3rd science math. From class 1 onwards, science math is there. It is not like that. Here, gradually, there is a drastic change in the education system, and slowly subject has been introduced. You can see in the class 5th, that is vocational skills has been emphasizing Modi ji is emphasizing vocational education. That is a grey area that we have not touched yet. School कहती है yes, but they are not implementing it. Why vocational skills or vocational subjects are required in the school? Can anyone tell me? For practical, okay.
So to prepare them for their future, because ultimately they have to work in world.
Correct. First, for skill development. Ma'am has said rightly that for the future, we know that we can say RPS schools are there, there's Chinese schools are there. What you are doing? You are emphasizing on the medical students, correct? Engineering, IIT, MBA, but nobody is thinking about the skills. Skills in electrician, plumber, robotics, tailors. They are also earning. YouTubers are nowadays, you can see what, how, where they learn. Here it is there. It is given in the NEP. In my school, I can take you an example. In my school, we have just taken 2 courses. One is robotics, another one is drone. What we have done? There are so many NGO organizations are there. We have to be tied up with them. जितने भी आसपास NGO organizations are there, we have to tie up with them. NGO will give all the service and they will claim whatsoever it is that from the government. And government is also giving 1 lakh rupees to develop the computer lab for that computer composite lab. But what you have to do, you have to be just do the hard work to approach any NGO. Besides that, so many projects are coming. CSIR, so many industrial areas and industrialists are there. They are ready to donate money to make a lab in your school. But who will do this? We have to do it. We are also trying to approach Power is one place in that we have also taken a CSIR project. They are giving the 1 lakh rupees for the developing of mini science lab. You heard this? Before that, it was utter tinkering lab. Now, utter tinkering lab, government has initiated the utter tinkering lab for the initially 1000 schools. Now it is over. तो अब उसके जरिए क्या हो गया है? Whatsoever industry is there around you, you can go there, approach that management authorities and ask them. They will give you the money. What is the benefit? Why they are giving you money?
To save tax.
To save tax. That is the benefit for them. So they are ready to give you money, 1 lakh, 2 lakh, 5 lakh rupees.
And sir, it's a part of CSR also.
Correct.
Social
I have also used the word CSIR. Okay, same way it is there. So you have to be approached. थोड़ा मेहनत तो करना पड़ेगा. हमें appreciation तो चाहिए, हमें certificate तो चाहिए, हमें good things तो चाहिए, हमें अच्छा लगना भी चाहिए, हमारा नाम भी होना चाहिए कहीं honor board पर कहीं पर. But we have to spare time.
Sir, what does this R1 and R2 stand
Language
for?
1, language 1, language 2.
R1 R2.
Yes. Now, middle stage 11 to 14. That is again 3, 5, 3, again 3. Class 6, 7 and 8. Third language has been introduced over here. Class 6. Sanskrit ले लो, French ले लो, कोई सा भी as per your school convenience you can take the third language over here. But third language as per NEP, when it will be introduced? In class 6. अभी का मुझे नहीं पता आप सब कब इंट्रोड्यूस कर सकते हैं. हो सकता है we have to be just get 6 only, that is good. But कई schools में हम देखते हैं कि we are teaching French, Japanese, other languages in class 9, class early classes also. But as per NEP if you go, then it is in class 6. Third language would be introduced. Now you know about the subjects class 7, mathematics, science, social science. These are the subjects. You can go for the class 8, vocational education is compulsory. एक circular है CBSE का, I will show it to you. I will discuss and give it to ma'am also. Latest circular is there of 10th January 2025. This is the circular of the CBSE. Everything has been given free of cost. सिर्फ थोड़ा सा approach करना है and you have to be go through with that. It is not given in your brochure. Okay.
So what's in that circular?
Yes, what is
I
there
guess.
in each circular?
In class 6 to 8, how many vocational or skill modules are there? 34. 34 given by the government. You can introduce in your school any 2, 3 as per the student's choice. That you have to be remember. जो बच्चे को अच्छा लगता है वो हमें देना है. हमें फ्यूचर के लिए जस्ट मैंने सेट फ्यूचर के लिए तैयार करना है. डोंट थिंक सो कि इंजीनियर बनाए, डॉक्टर बनाए, बिजनेसमैन बनाए. नहीं, व्हाटसएवर ही और शी लाइक, लेट देम. गर्ल्स के लिए बहुत so many nice courses are there. Handicrafts is there, coding is there, data science is there, teacher citizenship is there, humanity is there. So many courses are there. 34 wide range is there. You can introduce any 2, 3 whatsoever as per your school convenience. Now we'll go for the next. Secondary stage 14 to 18. 5, 3, 3. Then last one is 4. Char yani 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 years are there. Okay. In the first year student would be in the class 9 and 10. It is known as a phase 1. And 11 and 12 it is known as phase 2. Phase 1 you can go through from the screen. Student would continue to engage with all curricular areas as in the middle stage plus environmental education as an interdisciplinary area of study. Phase 2 choice based subjects courses we are offering in the school at present also. बट अभी हमारे पास क्या है, साइंस का है तो ओनली साइंस सब्जेक्ट्स आर देयर, वी आर नॉट ऑफरिंग अदर सब्जेक्ट्स. अब फ्यूचर में क्या आएगा, 2025 to 26 गवर्नमेंट इज प्लानिंग टू इम्प्लीमेंट कंप्लीटली, then NEP we have to be followed. On that time what would happen, choice based courses would be there. तब उस टाइम पे होगा क्या, बच्चा अपनी स्टूडेंट अपनी चॉइस के अकॉर्डिंग सब्जेक्ट लेगा. जिसको मैथ लेना मैथ ले, साइंस लेना साइंस, केमिस्ट्री लेना केमिस्ट्री ले, ज्योग्राफी लेना है he can take the geography. Interesting fact is there, semester wise exam would be there. Semester exam would be there. How many times it would be taken? Twice a year. That is also interesting. अब कभी कभार जैसे मैं इनिशियल इससे पहले मैंने कॉन्फ्रेंस दी थी, देन दे आस्क्ड द क्वेश्चन कि सर ये सेमेस्टर वाइज एग्जाम लेंगे तो अगर फर्स्ट सेमेस्टर का सिलेबस क्या होगा, सेकंड सिलेबस का सिलेबस क्या होगा, एंड इफ द स्टूडेंट विल ऑफ द फर्स्ट सेमेस्टर देन नेक्स्ट 6 months what he or she will do in the school or where he or she will be go, like they ask the question. Semester exam is a very good exam. क्यों? Just take the example at our era. हमारे एनुअल एग्जाम होते थे, और अगर कम फ्रॉम द एनुअल एग्जाम हम क्या करते, लास्ट ईयर है पढ़ाई करनी, मम्मी के लिए पढ़ाई करो, पापा के लिए पढ़ाई करो, व्हाट वी आर सेइंग देम, अरे पापा बहुत टाइम है, बहुत टाइम, मार्च में एग्जाम है, वी कैन से देन वी आर सेइंग इन फैक्ट प्रैक्टिकल्स आर देयर, बट अभी सेमेस्टर में क्या हो जाएगा, 6 month exam is there, तो स्टूडेंट वुड बी मोर एम्फेसाइज, मोर फोकस ऑन द स्टडीज. तो जो हमें एक सोशल प्रॉब्लम आ रही है कि भाई बच्चा एक तो बिगड़ने का डर है, वो सब खत्म हो जाएगा. फ्रॉम इनिशियल डे 1 ही वुड बी मोर फोकस ऑन हिज और हर स्टडीज. तो दैट इज अ प्लस पॉइंट. तो जब कभी पेरेंट्स आपको कुछ पूछते हैं रिगार्डिंग द एनईपी इन द सेमेस्टर एग्जाम, प्लीज एजुकेट देम, टेल देम दिस इज अ गुड एग्जाम. नाउ just take an example, first semester would be there, in that student of 5 subjects, out of 5 3 he got the good marks as per his satisfaction, and 2 subjects were there he got the very less marks, he can go for the re-exam in that. So that is also positive point of this NEP. Correct? Agree all of you?
Yes.
Are you getting, sir?
Yes.
अभी थोड़ा थियरी इसलिए चल रहा है कि so that you should have to be aware about the NEP. Meanwhile, if you feel any uncomfortable, if you have any doubt, you can raise your hand. We will discuss in the forum. What sir? I know this NEP is literally very good. My son is there. He has interest in geography, but मेरा interest है कि that he will make his future in the defense. तो अभी तक तो मैंने उसको force कर रखा है कि take the mathematics, chemistry, physics, English and go for the NDA examination. But he could not get the good marks in the NDA 1. Now again we have filled the form in NDA 2. Now after that he had to go for the college. Now we have thought that let him live his own life, let him enjoy with his subjects. So I planned that I will take or I will give him one subject that is a geography. Let him live, let him enjoy with his own subject. So how it would be possible? That is because of NEP only.
Sir, I have a question.
Please.
Sir, as per the new education policy, that student can opt. As per the new education policy, student can opt for the subjects of their own choice. But this is student oriented. But from the school point of view, for example, if you want your son to be in science,
correct,
and he has interest in geography,
okay,
so he has picked geography alone.
Okay.
But only 1 or 2 students from the class has picked geography.
Okay.
So how the school will manage to teach these kids separately?
That is not our responsibility.
Okay.
They are here. Let them think. How the timetable will be managed?
Yes.
ठीक है, let them think.
Okay.
Students are there. Okay, we have to tell our kids or students whatsoever you want to like to learn, go ahead.
But they are free to opt.
Correct. That is the ultimate aim. That you have to tell parents as well as हमने सोचना ही नहीं. Even though I am also not thinking. Believe me, मैंने भी नहीं सोचा मेरा बच्चा ज्योग्राफी कैसे पढ़ेगा with math, chemistry. But what I planned, he like learn geography. Let him learn.
So like when my daughter will grow up, I do want her to study commerce also, business studies, because this is whatever in whichever field you want.
Correct.
But that is necessary for your life.
Correct. As you think so, na?
Yeah,
So
I
then
think so.
how with NEP it is possible?
NEP, yeah.
Decided if you want to give the math, then she can take with
Yes.
anything. That thing we have to tell our parents, whosoever coming for the parents teachers meeting, because they are not aware. I request, there are so many webinars, seminars, conferences are there online, educating parents for education. Please go ahead. Educating parents for education. Very nice conference are there. You will learn a lot from them. और छोड़ो हम स्कूल की बात ही नहीं करते. We learn for our own kids. What subject we have to give them? Where are the opportunities that we learn? Educating parents for education. CBSE websites पे available and views are there. And beside it, you can give so many material on there. Please go. Now we'll go for the phase 1, class 9. This is the languages. Language 1, 2, 3. Examination would be taken by the external authorities. Mathematics, science, social science, exam pattern would be from CBSE itself. It means from the outside resources. Now, that is important. If student is taken the art education, interdisciplinary areas, physical education, vocational education, in that how the exam would be conducted, what is the school's responsibility, then you can see on the screen that is local assessment with external examiner, local assessment, external examiner, local assessment with external examiner. I had given you the example, drone courses there in our school is going on, data, software, we have did it, in that what would happen, their government or NGOs has approached us. Or government, if you can go for the website, CBSE website, skill education is there, if you can see, so many NGOs are there, they have registered themselves. You will approach, they will send a teacher for the test. They will send few teachers for the course. Then certificate course you will get it. आपने सुना होगा प्रधानमंत्री कौशल विकास योजना. We heard that.
Yes.
उसमें teachers are getting the job over there. Our students are getting our job. How many remuneration or we can say salary per month is there? Approx 21 to 25,000 they are getting the per month in the government schools. So that is also good initiative by the Pradhan Mantri ji, and that is also part of your NEP. तो अच्छा है, कोई बच्चा हमारे पास से जा रहा है and he could not get the job, he could not get the money in the world. That is a somehow we have to be question mark on us. It means we could not make a such condition that he or she will earn something. Just take the example of girls. They can do these courses, vocational courses, skill-based courses, and they can earn so many. We can say minimum you can take the example 20. And they will learn the schools skills for their own life. Are you ready?
Yes.
Shall we go for next?
Yes, sir.
Now, why I am sharing this, you have to be known कि अगर आपने कोई subject आपके स्कूल में लिया है, to whom to approach for the examination. This is something. Now, important highlights are there. Language 3, R1, R2 and R3, at least 2 of which are native to India. Now all secondary schools will need to offer 3 languages as well as all the 7 subjects so that all students are able to complete grade 10. Out of this, art, physical education and well-being and vocational education would be examined locally. That just before slide we have already discussed. The last point is that vocational education would be examined locally. NGOs are there. Approach, they will give you, offer you the course, whatsoever they have. If you agree, then take that course, they will take the exam in your school. Usme bhi they will not do for the compulsion on that time, on that day, they will come. No, it is all depend on the authorities. They will decide the examination date. हमें ये भी नहीं सोचना है कि मेरे बच्चे का प्रैक्टिकल एग्जाम होगा, साइंस का, केमिस्ट्री का प्रैक्टिकल एग्जाम, नॉट टू बी वरी. 6 months courses are there. जब आप स्टार्ट करेंगे, as and when it will be over, then after you have to give them time. As per your convenience, they will come to a school and they will conduct the examination. School and examination boards should prepare to offer and assess all the 10 curricular areas of grade 10 right from the beginning of the implementation of this NCF. The current system of study is annual pattern should move to a semester design. This would allow for a greater flexibility in design of courses. That we already discussed कि अब जो annual exam है in 2025-26 now it would be
Semester wise.
Now, in place of that, it would be semester wise. अभी सिर्फ मैं कह के जा रहा हूँ, हो सकता है 25, 26 में some changes would be there. That time you मत कहना कि sir आए थे, one friend was there and he had taken the workshop and sir told कि 2025, 26 it would be beginning or it would be started. Now still it has not started. It is a pilot project. कोई भी चीज को implement करने में time लगता है. हम भी जैसे मैं You can take the example, कोई लेडी किसी के घर जाती है या फिर शादी होने के बाद पहले जो भी, it takes time to accommodate in that house, correct? Same way government is also planning from 2020, but अभी कौन सा year चल रहा है? 2025. See that time because of the COVID it has been delayed. Besides that, so many institutes are there, so many schools are there, they are not ready to accept it. Why? Because it is a burden on the teachers. टीचर्स पर थोड़ा सा वर्कलोड बढ़ जाएगा इसलिए, लेकिन हमने बिगिनिंग कहां से करी थी? टीचिंग इज अ वर्क, ठीक है, वो थोड़ा सा ध्यान रखना पड़ेगा. और नो डाउट इफ यू डू समथिंग देन मैनेजमेंट विल आल्सो विल ऑब्लाइज यू, मैनेजमेंट विल आल्सो लुक आफ्टर यू, इजंट इट? ये होगा 100% होगा. अभी तो आपका कुछ का मन मैनेजमेंट में टेढ़ा मेढ़ा चल रहा होगा तो मना कर रहे होंगे, नहीं ऐसा नहीं होता है. लेकिन जस्ट डू गुड थिंग्स, दैट्स ऑल, लीव अ पार्ट. I can take my example just now. My school is running over there. My presence is over there. I am a house master, but still I request. Then they have to follow that. Do good things. That's all. Leave apart what management will think, what principal will think, what coordinator will think. They always think you time. It's not necessary they will appreciate. There is one heading in CBSE: burnout in teaching. Burnout in teaching. उसका एक बहुत अच्छी बात है. What is that? कि the chairs never ever appreciate. The chairs never ever appreciate their juniors. That you always remember. We are teacher. We are burnt out. We are frustrated. अरे क्या लगा रखा यार? Just take Nikita ma'am. Where is Nikita ma'am?
She's upstairs.
Okay, no problem. Nikita ma'am, ले लो. I just keep in touch with her from the last so many days. So she's doing hard work. She's established all the things. She's peer to principal ma'am also. And might be chance principal ma'am will not appreciate. Then हो सकता है because of some small mistakes she will feel annoyed with her. Then what would happen? She will not appreciate. But there is a heading: burnout in teaching. Burnout in teaching का मतलब ये है, do your duties judiciously, meticulously. Don't worry about anything. Besides that, chair never ever appreciate their juniors in publicly speaking. हालांकि आपके तो थोड़ा बहुत चल जाता है, थैंक यू, गुड, नाइस. In our system, it never ever happens. Defense never ever happens. They never ever appreciate publicly. Rarely. Okay. So burnout in teaching, that you will remember. Do your work, but don't expect that chair will appreciate it. Just wait and watch. You will get your fruits. Board must offer these examinations multiple times, as we already told you, twice in a year, semester wise. And students' final certification must be on the basis of their best performance that I already discussed. Whatsoever best numbers we got, he will get in the subjects as per that he will continue. Must be on the basis of their best performance across these cycles, including taking the best performance from different curricular areas from different cycles within academic years. Just we have discussed twice and thrice, same thing it has been given by the board. Board examinations should be offered at least twice a year. In that, we are thinking that we are just checker, we have to go for the board correction, we would be the head examiner, assistant head examiner. Let it be letter has to come to us. Let CBSE has to be give appointment for the HEs, AHEs like that. Who will leave? Don't think so. It is not our duty. It is chair's duty. Let them think. Let them think. Sir, ये कैसे होगा? मेरा course complete नहीं होगा. Don't worry about that. For that you have to take a little pay. Course complete नहीं होगा. Correct? But for the appointment by the CBSE, don't bother it. कि सर 2 बार एग्जाम होगा, हम एचईज में, हमें बोर्ड के करेक्शन करना है पेपर. इट शो मस्ट गो ऑन. व्हाट्स रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी? व्हाट्सएवर रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी, अपॉइंटमेंट्स, इट कम टू अस. डू योर ड्यूटीज. रेस्ट principal, management, CBSE is there. Let them think they will give you certain rules in 2025 and 26. As per that, we will go for that. At the secondary stage, a variety of written tests, practical tests, projects, and open book tests should be used. At the end of each year or term of the secondary stage, there will be a comprehensive summative assessment of each subject which is relevant. Cases would be the board examination. वही बात है same. Secondary stage, a variety of written tests. We are also doing practical tests. We are also doing practical files. We are just making of science, physics, chemistry, biology. Projects, we are giving social science, open book tests that sometimes we can conduct. Phase 2, that is 11th and 12th. In class 9th and 10th, there is a list of skill education or vocational education. In that class 9th and 10th, skill subjects are there 22. 22 subjects are there. In class 9, 10, 10. That you have to be remember. This circular I have taken in this slide, at the end we will go for it. Now phase 2 for 11th and 12th. Group 1 language. These languages are there. Languages native to India. That is compulsory. That you have to remember. First language. Second language. Modern Indian languages. Classical languages. Foreign languages. You can take any language. In foreign languages, Chinese is not there. Can you believe so? Chinese is not given by the government. What is the reason?
Enemy relations with China.
Correct. Who said? Nice. There is not good relation with the China. That's why government has not given the Chinese language in the curriculum. But let's hope for the best. In future, it might be chance Chinese language will also enter in that. Art education subjects are in front of you on the screen. You can see physical education, well-being, vocational education. Few has been given over here. You have to be opted. Group 3, Group 4. Just take the Group 3 exam. Subject social science. This much is there. Student can opt any one subject as per his own choice. Getting? Group 3 interdisciplinary areas, mathematics, computation, skill, thinking and science. These much groups are there. Student can take any one subject by his own choice. That much wide range has been given by the NEP to all the students. Let them learn, let them enjoy their life. But it is a little bit problem for the school. Might be chance the management will make a such condition if few subjects they will opt and as per that the student will take that object. If that as per the student subject would be there, would not be in the school, then might be chance will change the school. Doesn't matter. But don't force. If he or she has interest in any one of the subject, let him or her continue. That would be the better.
Suppose I take in 11th and 12th there would be semester system.
Okay.
In one semester I like geography and in semester 2 I want to change it to history or mental health. Can I do so? I can change throughout the whole system.
But first he is off geography and got the passing marks and he thought that now geography is good. Again he want to change? No. Once he get that good marks and he just opt the geography, then it's okay. In next exam semester 2 he want to change.
If I don't score well, then I can.
Then he can change. Now, this is summary of that. 2 examination in language at least one of which is native to India, R1 and R2. That we already discussed. This I have just made it. It's okay. Now, few positive points are there of NEP that I personally feel so. I have just learned NEP thoroughly and I have just made it. Then it has been the first point, that is GDP 6%. What does it mean? GDP 6% government would like to be give in the education sector. Till this time 3.1 has been given. अभी तक 3.1 investment किया हुआ है. Now government is planning for NEP 6%. That budget would be given to the education system. Because government also realized that education is the basic pillar for everyone. If students will get the good education, then India will coming from developing to the developed country. So that's why government decided to just spend 6% of GDP in the education department. Second, school fee fixed. For private and government, school fee would be fixed. चिट चैट स्टार्ट हो गया, लेकिन है क्या करें? It's good ना, जिसको भी जहां पढ़ना है, whatsoever fees will be there, as per that he or she will take the admission. अब ये कैसे implement होगा? School या management या private schools are there, how they will manipulate it, that later on it will be discussed. It is their baby only. But what government positive initiatives are there in NEP? That is second one, that is school fee would be fixed for each and every school. How it would be there in 2526? Let's see. Some rules will come, we'll follow it, we'll check it out. Vocational training is there, that we already discussed. So many courses are there, vocational. And as for the vocational training, aptitude के according job मिल जाएगी उन्हें. Agreed? भाई हर कोई डॉक्टर तो नहीं बनता, हर कोई इंजीनियर भी नहीं बनता. हमारे बच्चे भी हम कोशिश तो करते हैं ऑफिसर बन जाए, पर नहीं बनते, कहीं पर भी नहीं बनते. वी नो द मूवी 3 Idiot, करेक्ट? वही उसमें so 3 actors were there, as per their parents' choice, they got the degrees, but at last they quit from it. घर थोड़ा छोटा होगा चलेगा, कार थोड़ी छोटी होगी चल जाएगी, लाइफ थोड़ी इजी होनी चाहिए, रिलैक्स होनी चाहिए. बिलीव मैं, मेरी भी यही सोच है. अभी निकिता मैम नहीं है, कहाँ गई? वापस आई निकिता मैम. नॉट कम. ओके, नो प्रॉब्लम. मैम प्लीज ऐसे मजा निकिता मैम
staying in touch with the second resource person.
ओके ओके. तो मैम से बात चल रही थी मेरी, तो मैम को मैंने कहा कि वो दैट अटेंडेंट वाज देयर इन रिफ्रेशमेंट रूम, स्नैक्स रूम. तो मैंने कहा मैम सर हाउ द कॉफी? मैंने कहा ठीक है मैम. सर हाउ प्लीज टेक द समोसा. मैंने कहा मैम ठीक है मैम, आई डोंट लाइक समोसा. सर आर यू कंफर्टेबल? मैंने कहा मैम बी फॉर्मल मैम, मैं इतना ऑब्लिगेशन सूट नहीं करता मेरे को, आई डोंट लाइक इट. बी हम्बल, बी पोलाइट, बी नेचुरल. तो मैंने कहा ठीक है ओके. तो सेम वे जैसा हमारा एटीट्यूड होगा, एप्टीट्यूड होगा, एज पर दैट वी गेट द जॉब. अगर कोई फुटबॉलर बनना चाहता है हमारा बच्चा, देयर इज अपॉर्चुनिटी. कोच, इतने सारे कोच हैं, कहीं प्राइवेट कोचिंग हो जाएगी, दे आर अर्निंग हैंडसम अमाउंट ऑफ दैट. लेकिन थोड़ा सा हमें थोड़ा वी हैव टू कम अप विद द ओपन हार्ट. जरूरी नहीं हमारा बच्चा, आज हम भी तो टीचर बन गए. एग्रीड? अर्लियर माय फादर वाज सेइंग कि जो कुछ नहीं बनता वो टीचर बनता है.
अभी भी यही है सर. Nobody wants to be teacher.
They are saying we are teacher.
They don't want their children to be teachers.
That is the point. But आजकल टीचिंग प्रोफेशन में भी बहुत स्कोप है. करेक्ट? But as I think so, teaching is the toughest task.
Yes.
Presently teaching is the toughest task.
Yes.
Why it is? How it is toughest task? Because in each and every 40 minutes of one class or one period, we have to be convinced 40 students. Correct? अगर वो decide कर लें कि we have to be just play with the teacher, then they can easily play. Unless you have not command on your subject.
Right.
Correct? It means toughest task मैं बोलता हूँ. Toughest task of the world, that is a teaching. Believe me. Or by my own practical examination, I've seen that by my own experience, I'm telling, teaching is a noble profession and toughest task of the world. आप करके देख लो, आप किसी भी रास्ते में जाके किसी को राय दे दो.
Sir, apart from teaching, we are multitasker as well.
Correct. तो देखो, please क्या होगा? Whatsoever task has been given by the chair, we are doing it. We are giving our own time. More than 8 hours. We are doing the duties and we are paid for only 8 hours. Why? Because we are seeing about the faces of our students. They are happy with us. तो घर जाते हैं हमें थोड़ा सा रिलैक्स हो जाता है. नहीं यार ठीक है, आज हमने अच्छा पढ़ाया, बच्चों को मजा आ गया. Whatsoever they have appreciated, we are happy with that. Agreed?
Yes.
तो teaching is a noble profession and toughest task. वो easiest task क्या है?
Student.
Student who said? नहीं, बहुत correct मैम.
But these days the students are also like they are in pressure. Competition is there, a lot of competition is there, and parents' choice and the parents they have their own wish. Like you were saying, na, you want your child to study this subject, but
correct. But that's why the NEP had come, and that's why the vocational training has been introduced, so that you can tell them as per their aptitude they can get the job option. अभी मैं देख रहा हूँ, my salary is around 90,000 per month. Okay, you can take it. Okay, 90,000. But one youngster had will come for the training of that software data, that drone. His salary was same, but his age is 28. My age is 41. मैं 41 में 90 plus में हूँ, already पहले 90 plus में. So why? Because
Vocational.
so that is the importance of the NEP and vocational skill education.
So I have one question.
Please.
So when our parents were studying, like at that time, they used to say that we have taken these subjects. Like my mother used to say that she has done cooking classes and all in the school. Then why they stopped in between? Like we have not taken. When we started, there were no subject like these.
Correct.
Home science and all.
Home science.
Yeah, home science. Yes.
So now modern schools are opting for home science, but earlier it was available in all good schools.
Correct. What I said, कि earlier it was available in good schools, but what modernization had come, because of that we are thinking about the doctors, engineers, businessmen. We are not going for the home science. That is the reason. But because of that, government has again think about the NEP and it has been introduced. If like you are saying that at your time it was there, now again the time has been changed, population is that much. If anyone is interested, he or she can opt that subject and make his or her future in that field. So that would be good. Second, we can say that what's the result would be there. First point is the marks, and then after that is HDC. What is the full form of HDC? This is a progress card, related to progress card. It is available on CB's website. Holistic Development Certificate card and report. Okay. In that, what would happen? One mark column would be there. Beside that, self-assessment, friend assessment, teacher assessment, parents assessment is there. It was holistic. We have to evaluate holistically. 360 degree. We have to 24 to 7, 360 degree. We have to evaluate your child, so that at the end we can get the conclusion कि what is the aptitude of your child. Time देना पड़ेगा. You have to give time. ऐसा नहीं. You are remembering CC had came that time. Continuous comprehensive evaluation. Okay, but it was failed. Who failed? We had not accepted it. हमने पेपर वर्क पे काम किया. On ground we had not done anything. So Mr. Kapil Sarbal was the education minister. He introduced that thing or that policy, but he failed. उन्होंने तो अच्छी चीज, it is a foreign, it was CC, they are following the CC, but we failed them. Why? Because we have not accepted it. So same way, I request you, what sort of positive things are there, go for that. Don't think about the negative. So the good things are there, you just spread, you have to inform parents so that they will also learn. Foreign universities are there because we are introducing or we are giving opportunity to learn foreign languages. So best 50 top universities will be there. They will come to the India. Then it is also a good opportunity for our students. They will also excel in that language courses also. Department here, government tried to make the 4 departments separate departments. One for the syllabus. They work for the syllabus only, how to just manipulate up and down, delete some add-on, whatsoever it is there. They will work on the syllabus. Second one is regularity. Second department will be there that will be followed or not by that school or not. That they will check the regularity. Next department will be there that will work on the salary and scholarship of the students and teachers. The last department will work on the result analysis. So see that government, how much he is touching all the points. But it's same time our responsibility to accept and implement in our school. We have to hold the hand of our management or principal. If we are ready, let us do it. Let's follow it. बाद में जो होगा देखा जाएगा. If some change would be there, if we could not be accommodate with that policies or rules are there, we will tell our authorities, we will inform the CBS. But एक बात करने में क्या हर्ज है? At least we have to be accept and implement in our school. Next, teachers for 4 years. Central level training would be there. Knowledge, okay. one thing you know that sometimes what would happen, just take my own example. I'm a PhD, but my teacher, I could not be a good teacher. I have good knowledge, but I could not be a good teacher. Students would not be impressed by me. But another my friend is there. He had knowledge plus skills. 21st century skills or some aptitude, good knowledge, but skills are also there. Then he become more popular and he become a good teacher. So as a teacher, you should have to be aware. Beside knowledge, you have to be required skills. So you have to be update your knowledge and improve your skills. For that, government has given the Diksha portal. How many of you know about the Diksha portal? You have to go for the courses. Very nice courses are there. You learn a lot from. Beside that, Swayam portal is also there. Aware about Swayam portal? You can do degree or certificate course by your own, at your home, by your own time. That is also good. Diksha and Swayam. Nishtha is also there. Okay, but you can follow Diksha plus Swayam. That is good. You register yourself, you will get the e-certificate after the completion of that course. 70% marks are compulsory, and that is very good. In our government organization, we can say that we are following it. Each and every teacher or members has to be attended, and he or she has to take the 70% marks in that. So I request principal ma'am also, you can also in vacation time, courses are coming over there, you can share the link, they will do by the courses. Sorry?
The quizzes in that.
Correct.
Quiz now?
Correct.
Yes, please.
Okay, you are aware about that now?
Yes.
Correct. It is very nice course. So you just go ahead, it's very nice course. Some of them you are not aware. I request you, Diksha and Swayam portal is there. It's the government of India's initiative, not any private firm is there. Next you can see, if student is first, second and fail, then student aptitude is there if he's got the first and second in the school. But if any student is failed, the government is saying it's a teacher's drawback. If a student get first position, second position, third position in the school, you have contributed. I agree, but maximum contribution has been given by the student. But if a student is failed in your class, that's
I think we can have discussion on this, sir.
Agreed?
I'd really like to hear.
Okay. Next, best for school education, pre-education की बात करी गई है. Agreed? Just we had discussed earlier, initial 5 years pre-education is there. मेरा मानना है, अगर हम 5 years initial whatsoever time is there, if we are meticulously giving to our students, then 100% he or she will never ever fail in his life. Ma'am is also saying home science. अगर उस बच्चे का इंटरेस्ट होम साइंस में है तो उसको इनिशियली इनिशिएट करो कि दैट यू शुड टेक द होम साइंस एंड मेक योर फ्यूचर. बहुत सारे शेफ हैं मार्केट में, बहुत सारी थिंग्स हैं आजकल यूट्यूब पे, बहुत सारी चीजें हम देख रहे हैं. दैट इज आल्सो अर्निंग. व्हाट इज आवर अल्टीमेट एम ऑफ आवर लाइफ? टू अर्न मनी विद आवर सेटिस्फैक्शन. करेक्ट? ऐसा थोड़ी है कि थोड़ा सा गिरा के पैसा लेंगे, नहीं. वी आर एजुकेटेड पर्सन, देन we need some salary, perks, and with our satisfaction. That you can get it by any subject. That NP6. Next, you can see languages that we already discussed. Earlier, there was a scheme of the BEd, MEd, and teaching degrees. One of our examples is our own state. West Bengal is also there. Okay, in that, but with this NEP, it would not be ever. It would be not done by any minister. This BEd scheme or teaching profession, teaching job scam. With this NP, that certain rules are there. Each and every person has to go for that training. Then he or she will get the job. Now teaching is a toughest task. Very difficult. Do you know RET exam is going in Rajasthan? How many of you filled the form? अभी कोई हाथ बढ़ाई नहीं करेगा. Principal ma'am is there. Okay, few of them have filled. In that 2-phase exam is there. Ma'am, am I right? 2-phase exam is there. First is qualifying marks. Then again you have to give one more exam. Then you become a PRT teacher. Think about that. कितना मुश्किल हो गया है. Then you become a PRT teacher. बाकी दूर की बात है. But at the same time, government has made a change in the professor, assistant professor. They have given weightage or we can say help. Or we can say they have given the advantage to the PhD holders. NET is not compulsory for them. So that one side plus thing is there, minus thing is there. But why government is more emphasized on the elementary PRT or Anganwadi teacher? Because they are the
Building blocks, basic.
teachers. They are making the building. They are the basic or main blocks of the building. That's why government is more emphasized on PRT. Government is more emphasized on Anganwadi, Balwadika teachers. Because they are the main pillars of life of the students. Okay, values and ethics we will learn in that vocation and skills in that also. Comprehensive education is there. That is 100% good and complete package is there. Few negative points are also there that we should have to be known. And with these negative points, you will just make it positive by your own choice, by your own hard work, by your brains. You can tell how will be corrected. As per my concurrence, in this we can see that initially I told you that initially government said you can teach the students in your regional language, local language, then somehow we are giving less weightage to the English. Agreed? English कहीं थोड़ी सी पीछे छूट जाएगी. Isn't it? Yes or no? School is following, not following, that doesn't matter. We are not talking about the RPS, we are not talking about any other school. We are talking about the NEP, the first point, negative point, English को थोड़ा कम weightage दिया गया है. Because they have given the options. If parents would be aware कि भाई मेरे बच्चे को तुम्हें हरियाणवी में पढ़ा सकते हो, हिंदी में, राजस्थानी में, तो you just teach them in their own mother language or regional language. That would be better for them. Then school has to be teach them in that language. Yes or no? Agreed? On that time, English थोड़ी सी पीछे रह जाए. Agreed? China के अंदर English नहीं है. You know about that? Yes. China they are not teaching the English, but उसका drawback है. What is that?
They cannot be globally placed.
When I say they cannot be globally get the placement in the world. Okay, but Indians चल जाता है टूटी जैसे का संभाल लेते हैं. तो we are globally surviving. China में कभी ऑफिसर नहीं देखा होगा जो बाहर जाके that he or she will get the job over there. But Indians are surviving everywhere because of the English only. तो ये थोड़ा सा ड्रॉबैक है एज पर माय व्यू. सेकंड, सेंट्रलाइज कोर्स फॉर टीचर्स, इसमें फोर्सफुली फॉलो करना है जो कि एक एंटी कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन हो रहा है, जो एंटी डेमोक्रेसी है. इट मींस स्टेट कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन डेमोक्रेसी हम कहते हैं स्टेट कुड नॉट बी इंटरफेयर. हो सकता है व्हाट्सएवर सेंटर इज गिविंग इंप्लीमेंटिंग दैट यू मस्ट फॉलो इट, बट माइट बी चांस स्टेट इज नॉट रेडी. देयर whatsoever population is there, the teachers are there, they are not comfortable with that language, they are not comfortable with that content, then it is little bit mismatch. Next it is there, aptitude of teachers, that is very important. That is my personal request. I feel so. If I would be in education hierarchy, then I will do it. What is my personal choice is there? I think so. If there is a book, then there should be a written good quality of the teachers. Lakh student has to be learned. Lakh student has to be known. What are the qualities of a good teacher? A good teacher should be an ideal teacher. How it could be? ऐसा teacher जो गुटखा खा रहा है, that become a good teacher? No. A teacher is criticizing of other teachers in front of students. Is it a good teacher? That quality should be written on the book side, or either on the front or at the back. Let them learn. So what would happen? Because of that, student will judge it in the classroom. As and when you start criticizing, वो पकड़ लेगा ये तो फालतू की बात करिए मैं ऐसा. He or she is not a good teacher. Criticism is not accepted at all. Then he will learn from you. Then what you will do, what teachers will do. Teacher never ever criticize, isn't it? And it is also personal request. We should never ever criticize our friends or colleagues because students are very clear. They are keen observer. वो आपकी बात आपसे सुन तो लेंगे, उस टीचर को उसको जाके बताते सर मैं बस हो गया. वो तो मस्ती से आराम से पीछे बैठेगा, then two will fight, verbal talk हो गया. 100%. This has been happened. But what I think so, there should be everywhere in books at the back it has been written, or it should be given by the government what are the good qualities of a good or ideal teacher. कोड रिटर्न पहनावा जो होता है that is also impressible. government has to publish that I have written idea to be okay. In whatsoever NEP is there, it is political acceptable. Whatsoever policy is there, government is implementing, the rules CBSE is there, it is giving any rules. So what is the basic criteria? Which factors they will touch? They will touch first political acceptance is there or not, socially desirable or not, financial viable or not, administrative doable or not, judicially, technically, emotionally, environmentally sustainable or not. So as per my concurrence, I have just gone through from this NEP complete book. What I think so, politically it is accepted by cabinet and state. It means it is liable. So there is no doubt in your mind कि हमें कुछ problem लग रही है, we will wear specs and we will find out the mistake. No need to find the mistakes. ऐसे भी teachers की आदत होती है, थोड़ा सा खींच से बात करते हैं हम कि नहीं यार ये ऐसा नहीं वैसा होना चाहिए था, वैसा नहीं ऐसा होना चाहिए था. तो please I request you, NEP is there 2020 with positive heart. Accepted because it has been accepted by state as well as center. Okay. Socially, it is good. We told you that there is a chance where a student can excel in his life. Technically, it is good. Financially, it is little bit problem. Whatsoever I feel so. अभी तक गवर्नमेंट ने 3.1% जीडीपी का अमाउंट दे रखा हमें इन एजुकेशन सेक्टर. नाउ गवर्नमेंट इज प्लानिंग टू गिव 6%. तो बहुत सारी प्रॉब्लम्स है. कितना ह्यूज अमाउंट ऑफ मनी वुड बी देयर, ह्यूज अमाउंट. तो जैसे ही पैसा ज्यादा आएगा, डिजायर ज्यादा होगी. किसकी? पैसा खाने की. Isn't it? Yes or no? Yes. तो गवर्नमेंट सेक्टर वुड बी देयर. कहीं ना कहीं थोड़ी सी प्रॉब्लम आने की मुझे लगता है that is a little bit we have to be think, isn't it? एक 3.1% में हम देख रहे हैं एजुकेशन सेक्टर में कि that in after that 2025 is there, still we have not touched the peak. Now, if instead of 3.1, government is investing or giving money 6% of GDP, देखना सोचना हमारे बस का नहीं है. बिलिंग में इतना पैसा आएगा एजुकेशन सेक्टर में, अब उसको कैसे इम्प्लीमेंट करना है.
I heard just news somewhere. It is not throughout. Maybe it's for implementation they have put it, because implementation requires lot of teaching, training, and that's why it's 6.1. Maybe in future it may not remain 6.1.
Okay, that's same thing. No? What I'm saying, if it will not use completely judicially honestly, then NEP will be fake.
No, initially they have to keep it.
Correct. That I'm saying. ये जो 6% का जो पैसा आना है, that should be utilized correctly. What ma'am has said correct, but that should be utilized huge amount of money. If it would be not utilized on the teachers, Balwadi teachers or other teachers, then it would be problem. Then NEP would be fail. Because the initially government is planning to give the training to the initial 5 years teachers, Balwadi teachers. That is must. So that money should be utilized. But क्या होगा? Let's see. Second, centralized courses for teachers. Okay, that we discussed last. Administratively, judicially, emotionally, environmentally, it is friendly, it is liable, and we can accept it. Only one thing I feel so, that is financially, that ma'am has also said financially. But let's see. Hope for best. It is not our task, but that we have to be aware. कि government is spending that much amount of money to improve the education system or to implement the NEP. Okay. We can see the fifth point. What sort of private schools are there? In that only they are talking about that the fees would be equal, but we know that the 50% of the students are getting the admission in the private schools. So they have not touched much more about the private schools. How they will run, how they will maintain all the things. The government is little bit one step back in this private sector of private schools. Human resources are up to the level. Anganwadi worker are these. How about their skills? What about their training? That man has also said 6%. I am also still worrying. कोई Anganwadi teacher है. Just take the my rural area. I am from Banswara district. In that they don't know about the English. They don't know about the perfect Hindi also. How they will train, that is very difficult. So that government has to be think how they will implement that money on them, how or where they will complete the course and just follow or implement the NEP. That is the major problem of the NEP. Last one is there, mother tongue regional level teachers are not available. That is the management's problem. I told you कि on the mother language, बोल दो, regional language बोल दो, local language बोल दो, the teachers would not be available. Correct? Yes or no? Just take my own example. In our school, it might be some Rajasthani, one Rajasthani student had come, or he asked me, or he asked the management, I would like to learn in the Rajasthani. Management has to be appointed a Rajasthani teacher. There is no doubt. So management don't want to appoint one teacher for one student. That is the problem. But I would like to share one story of the Japan. Japan was a railway minister was there, and there was a railway route. In that they have observed from last so many months that there was one point or one station. On that station only one girl was boarding over there. For continuous they have observed for 1 year, 2 years, only one girl is there. Because of that train get the demand stop over there. Then government asked that girl, कि भाई, what is the reason from this station only one girl is there and where she is going? They have done the survey on that and they observed that girl was a student and she was doing the graduation. You cannot believe it that Japan is there. They have continued the train station for that girl till that PG. That is the Japan and China. For that level we have to be also come. So that is also NEP says कि कहीं ना कहीं training is there, mother tongue is there. If teacher is not there, then we have to be take pain. School has to be appointed a teacher. NEP 2020 skill education. That is most important thing that we have to be know about that. In that the circular print is there. There is a first circular. Some of initiative taken by CPSE for promoting skill education in school are as follow. You just go through from screen. How to implement it, where it has to be. And if you are feeling any doubt in there, then you just raise your hand, we discuss over there. Whatever skill subjects are there, you can take it as a hobby club. But you are saying no, sir, that time they are going for the coaching classes, they are going for the some other private other interest is there. So what? For those who have interest in that, for them it is. That we have to be remember. Now there is another mode. You can see this can be joined online in self-learning mode also. So as and when they can get time at their home, they can also go through with this courses. Shall we go for next one? Now, I already discussed you, I already shown you the CBSE offered 22 skill subjects in class 9 and 10, 43 skill subjects in class 11 and 12. Google form is there, nothing have to do, school ko Google form fill karna hai, that's all. Of their respective subject. But for that you have to be take the one step ahead. You have to ask students where they have the interest. As per that you have to inform your coordinator or principal. Then they have to fill the Google form. And still it is functioning. It's not like that it's a previous one. It is latest circular. Its date is 10th January 2025. It is of 10th January. So I request you just discuss with your principal or management and just go for it. All the points have been given in that. There is a skill education website. You can see cbseacademic.nic.in/skill education. That you can visit it. You can see so many brochures are there, so many books are there, so many courses, whatsoever it is there, you can go ahead. Summary, that is a 3 important point you have to be remember. List of skill modules they being offered by CBSE class 6 to 8, that is 34. Scheme 4 studies at secondary level class 9 and 10, that is 22, and for class 11 and 12 it has been 42. It is given by the Government of India by NEP 2022. The last one, note, please note that no fee, I repeat, please note that no fee is to be paid by the school to the board for offering any skill modules or skill subjects or for downloading any certificates. That is very, very important. Somehow, some people, some school have doubt. Even skill education will take it, opt it, or vocational education will opt it. We have to pay some amount. No. It is completely free of cost. After the completion of course, then your student will get the certificate. Pradhan Mantri Kaushal Vikas Yojana wala. Otherwise, other vocational training also it is that it is 100% free of cost, and he will use that certificate in the future. Till then, if anyone have doubt, then let me know. Is any queries there? I'm just giving you 5 minutes.
So one negative point even I can see.
Okay.
Like for vocational studies, we can call for teachers from NGO.
Okay.
Right?
Correct. We can approach. If it is available in your fraternity, just take so many science courses are there. If science teacher is interested, then we can. I know what
Again, over here, I think there is a code of conduct which will be lacking if we will calling the teacher from the NGO.
There is a qualification.
Okay.
That we have not touched. Each and every course says for that recruitment there is a qualification that school has to be followed. Design, innovation and thinking is there. In that I have updated course in us. So each and every qualification also is not like that. I would like to teach home science, then I can take a no. You have to be matched with that qualification, teacher's qualification. When you fill that form, then you enter in that, then you learn that about the qualifications. Government has given the qualification. Please, ma'am.
Sir, I just want to know about the foundation stage, about the age criteria. The question is about related to that.
Okay.
Like it's stated that the child has to be, for example, say it's pre-nursery. The child has to be 3 years. But if a child is lacking by, say, by 1 month or by 1.5 months, can that be given the admission in the pre-nursery?
Okay, it's a nice question. But if you are remembering, I have started and I told you 1 year, a few months will be up and down. Yes or no? Yes. But government is planning. If your child is 3 years on the 1st of April, then please go to the Bal Vatika or foundation stage.
But when parents are coming to us and when we are explaining this to them, so they are not convinced because it is everywhere now and there that the child has to be 6 when he or she is in grade 1. So, and when we search on the portal of the CBSE, it is nowhere mentioned about the age relaxation.
Okay.
So, how to go with that? Like, because many of the parents, what they ask for the proof in writing from the CBSE side, and we are helpless because we don't have any evidence. So, how to go with that?
That is already given in NEP that child is 1st of April, he or she should be of 3 years, no? 3 years. Foundation stage. 3 years. It is mentioned in the book. Besides, if parents are forcing,
then I told you, I suggest you one webinar heading topic, that is educating parents for education. You take that session and then after you convince the parent, 100% they will convince.
No, but I do have a second question also. Every child cannot be of exactly 3 years. Either they'll be younger to that or they'll be elder to that.
Then we can give
Right. So there is some relaxation criteria, right?
Yes. We can
So
give that.
it's because what the
I agree.
main fear of the parent is if they'll be appearing for the board, they should not face problem. They should not repeat the classes in future. That's what no parent wants.
Correct.
Even as a teacher, we also don't want our students to suffer. So the relaxation is there, right?
Yes. So somehow we have to give the relaxation for few months or 1 year. Up and down would be there. If we go for another PPT and another brochures, then up and down 1 year fluctuation would be there. Then we have to be accepted. In few months, we have to be accepted. We have to give the admission. It would not be possible. It would not be possible on that same 1st of April. All the child will get the work.
Yes.
Correct? Yes or no? तो ये थोड़ा बहुत हमें भी समझना है indirectly, तो we have to be give the attention.
Because many of the school, they are quite adamant to that.
Correct.
They are strictly following that 6 year means 6
नहीं
years.
नहीं ऐसा नहीं.
That what the parents are facing the problem when they
Correct.
come to us for this issue. That's what I have heard from the parents. They are saying, ma'am, this school is not giving. How come you are giving?
Yes.
That is what
Yes,
like it
you
is.
can.
It is contradictory among
Yes,
the schools
yes.
itself.
You can. And then I told you with all the children could not be possible that they will be on the third exactly on the 1st of April. So somehow we have to be accepted. Okay, we'll go for one handout. It is there. Shall we?
What impact does MU and we have on the graduation of post-graduation?
Post graduation, I have taken that section. Just okay. Ma'am has asked the question. Listen, please, just give me a vibe. It is for all of us, not for students now. It is for all of us. I request you, be selfish in your life. Be selfish in your life. It is for all of us. So ma'am has asked the question, ma'am, sir, what is about the graduation, UG, PG, PhD, MPhil? What NEP says about it? So just have a look on the screen. 5, 3, 3, and 4. That we have done it. We have discussed thoroughly because that is a school level and we have to be discussed on that. Now just come on to the graduation. Graduation. Hello. Yes. Okay. Graduation level. There is no BA, no BSc. We have come from that background. BA, BSc, BCom. There is now after that NEP implementation, there is no BA, BSc, BCom. There is a 4 years course. Graduation would be of 4 years. Very interesting. First year we will get the certificate. First year we get the certificate. Second year it will be known as a diploma. Second year it would be known as a diploma course. Third year it would be known as your degree. If you are preparing, your aim is there to give the competitive exam for at the graduation level. You have to be take your graduation till degree. Till degree. Then you are eligible for your competitive exam. Fourth year is a research. If you want to continue in your graduation, you like that environment, you like that college, you like your friends, you like your faculty or institute, then you will continue. 4-year graduation is there. Now there are 2 options. Now in PG, 1 year or 2 year. If you had continued here 4 years, I repeat, अगर हमने 4 साल तक ग्रेजुएशन में पढ़ाई करी है, then your PG would be of 1 year. Correct? But in PG, there is no MA, no MSc, no MCom, nothing. Only that is the research. PG is known as post-graduation. Post-graduation is known as your research work. If you research for 1 year in graduation, then PG would be of
1 year.
1 year. Might be chance you are not happy with that college, you are not happy with faculty, you are not happy with that environment, and after 3rd year, it means 3rd year the degree you have quit from that, and after 2-3 years, anytime from anywhere you can again start your studies in PG. Then after you have to go for the 2 years. It is same only. Only government has given the area. As and when you want to enter, do your studies. As and when you want to quit. Again you want to re-enter, again you re-enter. That is the possibility. Now as per the NEP, MPhil is not there. That you have to remember.
So one very important
Please.
thing. According to the new education policy which has been set, and the child can take, suppose the child is having interest in geography, right? And other subject is having in physics. But don't you think according to the new education policy, the child will not be having a particular expertise in that particular area? वो आधा time geography करेगा, बाकी physics. एक particular चीज, if we take a stream, the child can have an expertise in that. But don't you think in future it will be like sailing in 2 boats? एक particular area में चल रहे, the people who have become the doctors have taken the specialization in that particular area, they have taken the medical stream. So वो उस particular stream में study करते हैं, but don't you think कि एक तरफ वो geography ले रहा है, that is the social studies side, and the other child, the other subject which he is interested is in the physics, that is the totally opposite streams. तो आपको नहीं लगता कि new education policy will be diverted and will be confusing the child also to be a particular specialized area? Because I think in the older education policy, the people who have become the very good doctors were because of they have taken in the medical stream, they have focused, put their all emphasis in that particular stream, and that's why they have turned to be good doctors, which you don't find it sorry to say in today's world.
Okay.
In today's world, that is because they don't have taken the expertise in that particular area.
Okay, may I try to give answer?
Yeah.
Thanks, ma'am. Nice question. Okay, what Mavis would like to tell me, ask me, कि in earlier the education system was best. I can take my own example. I have done graduation with botany, zoology, and chemistry. I have done my graduation with botany, zoology, and chemistry. Later on, I have done the PG in organic chemistry. If someone will ask me, sir, if you have interest in chemistry, then why you have gone for the botany and zoology? If you are interested in chemistry, you cannot believe, honestly I am speaking to you, I have got the less marks in BSc in chemistry, but my keen interest in the chemistry. Even though later on I have done the MSc in organic chemistry in the research field, later on I have done 4 courses of Central Government Ministry of Labour, Bombay, course in that chemistry, that is concept of ISO 9000 TQM, total quality management is there, spectrophotometric analysis, gas chromatography, like that central government courses I have done it. Then I have just done the PhD in government institute. But if someone will ask me, कि सर आपको chemistry में initial interest था, then why you have gone for the botany and zoology? So I have to reply that is the education system only. कि मुझे ग्रेजुएशन में कहीं ना कहीं 2 सब्जेक्ट इनिशियल फर्स्ट ईयर में लेने थे, या ऑनर्स पढ़ता मैं तो 2 से 1 होता एक्स्ट्रा सब्जेक्ट, एंड लास्ट वन आई हैव जस्ट गॉन फॉर द केमिस्ट्री ओनली. बट एट माय एरिया देयर वाज नो ऑनर्स, तो या तो मैं वो जगह छोड़ के आता. ओके, आई हैव टू गो फॉर द सिटी फॉर द ऑफ द ऑनर्स, बट दैट मनी मैटर्स. My father is not that much rich. My father is a clerk, so I have to just think about the burden also. So what I have done it, I have just taken the BSc from Paspada, and I just taught the botany, zoology, and chemistry. And later on, my interest was in the chemistry. Then I continued my future in the chemistry. So that was the earlier. Now, if students interest in geography, decide that some few other subjects you want to take it. Maximum 7, 8, 9 subjects are there. You can take it. If it is not interested, then leave it. But we have always to think for plan A, plan B. For the plan B, somehow we have to take the rest. If you think so, your kid or your student, your son and daughter, initially they are good in robotics, they are good in data science, they have scientific temper, scientific skills, then leave apart. Go for directly degree of vocational education and make this your future benefit. So that is why NEP is important. In NEP, whatever you want to learn, you can learn this. What is the importance of education? What is the aim of education? What we are doing with education? What would happen with that education?
Prepare yourself for learning.
Prepare yourself for learning. With the education, we would be an intellectual people. We would be an intellectual people. I can give one example, ordinary life example.
Excuse me, sir. Can we give chair to this gentleman? I'm observing.
Oh, please,
He's
please.
not comfortable, I think so.
Okay, please. Ma'am, please. Can you arrange a chair for sir?
They can shuffle. He can say
So that is the importance of education. That is the learn. If you are educated, you are valued. You are polite, you are humble to everyone. Yes or no? अगर कोई सड़क पे जा रहा हो क्या गुंडा होगा, he will do like that? Never ever. So that is the importance of the education. We would be intellectual people. So that's why I suggest you, I also request or I also think so that if any book would be there, there would be written the good qualities of the teacher. तो कहीं ना कहीं एजुकेशन सिस्टम में क्या होगा, अपग्रेडेशन आएगा. तो what education means, what is the importance of education? Education makes us intellectual people. Intellectual people. कभी भी देखना कोई नॉर्मल चाय की घुंटी होगी, वहां एक IAS ऑफिसर होगा या UPSC कोई भी क्रैक हुआ एस्पिरेंट would be there and some other people XYZ people were there. They will do chit chat. He never ever interrupt. Believe me. If he is an intellectual, he never ever interact with that people because he knows this gossip doesn't change the world. As and when it is required, he will go for give his suggestion on the correct platform. That is the importance of education. Understood that NP teaches students. It is the importance of education. And decided man has said that so many students would be confused. Why student would be confused? Why you think so? He will take the subject by his own interest. जब उसको subject को अच्छा नहीं लगेगा, he will not continue in that field. Just take my own example. If a student is there, he would like to learn chemistry, math, and geography. Let them learn. Further on, after 1 or 2 years, he like to make future in geography. And he want to just go for the UPSC. Go ahead. If you want to become a lecturer in geography, then you go for the graduation and as well as PG in the geography. But in our time, there were 3 main subjects were there. That is not by choice. That is a compulsory for us. But now he will get the choice. If graduation is there, he want to take 3 subjects. He want to learn 3 subjects. Go ahead with the graduation with 3 subjects. Nowadays for the TGT qualification, few of the schools or organizations in the science they are asking if you have graduation in chemistry, botany, zoology, then you become applicable for TGT science. Some students are there, they are just saying if you have done graduation honors or PG honors, then you are applicable. For that, it would be easy. So as and when in 2025 or 26, it would be applicable. It might be chance whatsoever qualification demand is there, what is the recruitment demand is there, that will also change. That will go as per the NEP. So whatsoever future generation will be there, they will be benefited. Understood, ma'am? Somehow we have to be faith on NEP. Let's see, let's implement it. Because teachers are the main who will give suggestion to the government. Then it might be chance government will take the survey and he will make a change over there in their policy. It is not a brand कि भाई हमें follow करना ही है, ऐसा होना ही है, ऐसा भी नहीं है कि 3.1 से 6.6 पे जाएंगे, जरूरी नहीं है 5 पे जाएंगे. It may be up and down. But let's see. As for my preference, it is good. Because I have given you an example. A student of science is there, he likes only geography, but because of the science, he never ever touched the geography. But NEP has given his exposure.
Like some things are very good, like the activity-based learning, that is
correct.
I'm saying like some child are not that much efficient, so they might be confused. It's not about the intelligent child.
Correct.
Would be can take 3 or 4, but a child who is not that much.
तो जो इतना efficient नहीं है वो confuse हो सकता है और वो mislead भी हो सकता है.
Then our responsibility is we have to be looked after. We have to be guide them because teachers are facilitator, teachers are guide for students. We have to be identify his limits. We have to be identify his aptitude. As per that we have to guide. कि हमें बताना पड़ेगा no you are good in that. One of the teachers was there that he had shared an experience. Parents force to teacher कि I want to be my son a doctor or engineering. In one school was there, I forgot that name. But teachers guide that parent and then tell them your kid has interest in the law. Let him do the law. Then he become a good lawyer. At present, the teacher has RPS RPS Mahendragarh is that example has been shared by that teacher. The teacher is a facilitator. Teacher knows the limit. So I request you are that person. You have to be identified. If your student is there, or she is weak in this and that, and is good this and that area, you have to be guide them. Then he will or she will go in that area, and he or she will always remember your advice. As we are also doing, as and when we will get time, then we are also interacting with our students. Just take my own example. We are living in the hostel life. We are known as a housemaster also. As and when we are going for round, we are interacting with the students. They are saying, sir, this school is ultimately for the NDA preparation. But my aim is to become a doctor or IITian. I don't want to be a defense. Don't want to be a part of the defense. First, what we are telling them, what we are telling? We are telling them this is the school. This preparing ultimate aim is NDA, but decided this is a CBSE school. Till class 12, you can continue this school. Even though he will not convince, we are telling that parents, sir, please request him, please take him away. He don't want to be learned here. He want to be learned in the LL. He want to go for that studies. Then parents are understanding this. What I want to tell, what the man has said in that is the conclusion. We are the facilitator. We are the guide. We have to be guide them. Please, ma'am.
Suppose I have interest in physics, chemistry, and economics. Like, okay, I have done 12. Now after that, if I want to do BTech, I cannot go for that because for that you need physics, chemistry, and math. In higher education.
Okay.
And I want to be BCom. There is no use of physics and chemistry. What about that after the school?
You have decided. Okay, you have decided your aim. You want to BCom or BTech. Agreed? As per that, you have to choose the subject. If your aim is already fixed, if you want to become a doctor, then you cannot be a doctor with the math. You have to take biology class 11th and 12th. ये तो हमें पता है ना. अगर मुझे खाना है, if I have to prepare some chapati, then I have to add flour, small amount of salt in it, small amount of water, then I make a chapati. I cannot make a chapati with the pulses. Are you getting? It means what I want to tell. If initially you are aware about the aim of your kid, let him go over there. If he has interest to learn other subjects beside that +1, 2 subjects beside +2, he has opportunity. Earlier it was not there. Just take my own example. In graduation, I had botany, zoology, and chemistry. But I want to learn history also that time. Believe me, I have just taken the coaching also CDS. Then I just struggled a lot because in history was not there. But if the government education policy would be like that, then they had given me opportunity. So beside BSc, I can take the +1. That is the opportunity. That is the importance of NEP. अगर आपको जो पढ़ना है, जैसे पढ़ना है, जहां जाना है, you can go with the NEP. If you want already decided, go let choose that subject, but decided कुछ interest है. Just take another example. I have Tata Nexon car with me, but I have interest in Bullet also. But I don't have money that much to I purchase it. As in, it will come. I have Hero Honda Passion Plus decided +1. I can do it. That liberty has been given by the NEP. Ma'am, this side, okay.
Sir, I appreciate NEP, like whatever you said, like they can choose different streams, different subjects.
Okay.
But I have a point as social and economical structure is like that. If I'm talking about the engineers, right? They are switching companies, they are earning in lakhs. And coming to the point, why the parents don't want their children to become a teacher or like a football coach. So, like the engineers and the technical professionals, they have got a wide exposure in the MNCs. And if I'm talking about teaching profession or some professions and surviving in a city like a Gurugram, they're paying rent of 35,000, 40,000. So I guess the government should also work towards giving them a good exposure and good salaries, and so they get at least facilitated towards such kind of professions as well.
Okay, thank you.